Bob, this is all about the NBA. It's time to get it out to the Bay Area. That's where Doris Burke is on the call with Lisa Salters and Mike Breen. Mike, take it away.
Trying to change the subject because of the Warriors. That's what he's trying to do.
All right, Malika, it is a beautiful weekend in the Bay Area on the Golden Gate Bridge as the NBA season rolls on. We passed the halfway point of the regular season. All-Star break right around the corner. And tonight, a sold-out Chase Center with a matchup with two of the greatest to ever lace them up. That, of course, includes LeBron James. At 40 years old, still putting smiles on the face of basketball fans of all ages and from everywhere. Going up against Steph Curry at age 36, still the most dangerous shooter in the game of basketball. And good evening, everyone, with Doris Burke, Mike Breen on hand, Lisa Salters with us as well. We have to savor this. These two basketball idols, these two legends, once again playing at an elite level, Doris, and we don't know how much longer we're going to have the privilege of watching them, so these nights remain special.
Mike, the significance of each meeting may not be what it used to be, which was they were trying to wrestle titles from one another or establish who was the most dominant player in the game. But the fact is, it's meaningful to both of them every time they play, and it's reflected best in the numbers and how they raise each other's level. Look at LeBron James, 0.2 of a percentage point away from a triple-double the last 4 times he's played Steph. Steph told us earlier, listen, and Steph's numbers are equally brilliant, including Christmas Day when they lost in a heartbreaker. He said, we understand when you're looking opposite greatness, if you don't bring it, you're in trouble that particular night. 2
extraordinary careers and still a lot of basketball left, or so we hope. With more on tonight's matchup, let's check in with Lisa Salters. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Mike. Well, Steph Curry and LeBron James have each won 4 NBA titles. They've got 6 league MVPs between them, so no matter how many times they play each other, it's always greatness going up against greatness. And Steph Curry told us that is what fuels him in these matchups, like Doris said, knowing that if you don't come out with your A game against LeBron James, he said, you're going to get exposed quickly. Curry said he and James talked about it this summer in Paris at the Olympics, about how much longer Father Time would allow them to continue playing this game. And he said for them to be able to acknowledge that time might be running out is okay, because it also allows them to cherish these moments even more. So it doesn't matter where either team is in the standings. It doesn't matter that the Warriors have been struggling lately. Curry said we both appreciate the opportunities we have to play each other, and it's still special. It's special for us to watch as well, Mike.
No question, Lisa, and it's a very important game for both teams. So here we go again. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors, LeBron James and the LA Lakers coming up next.
You don't have that burning feeling like in your stomach. Like if you're not getting up to play Steph, it's like I done lost my drive of what this game was all about. Those 4 straight years, Cleveland versus Golden State.
I wouldn't trade those experiences for nothing. And knowing each other when we first met to now, and like that evolution is just so dope to watch.
NBA Saturday Prime Time on ABC is presented by Wingstop. Bring the flavor. This presentation of NBA Saturday Prime Time presented by Wingstop will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
I think we've cemented ourselves when it comes to the game of basketball and what we do. But I think the admiration comes from the longevity, you know, to be able to wake up every single day and still have the drive to want to be great.
In the back of your mind, his face is in your head, thinking about who you're going to have to beat to get to the ultimate goal, and you can't shake it. Watching each other play and knowing each other when we first met to now, and like that evolution is just so dope to watch, because you truly understand what it takes to be great at this level. It's an iconic kind of thing to be able to talk about basketball life the way that we can. It's a kind of a timestamp for it.
You don't sleep great the night before when you play greatness the next day. You just don't. It's just who we are. Like, we're just some hoopers. We're naturally born driven hoopers who love the game and refuse to cheat the game while we're playing.
A special night of NBA basketball. The LA Lakers, the Golden State Warriors on an NBA Saturday prime time on ABC, presented by Wingstop. There is no place like the Bay Area. So many beautiful sights, so many incredible, interesting places, a spectacular city. And of course, it's the home of the Golden State Warriors. And tonight, those Warriors host the LA Lakers. We've got two of the most iconic players to ever pick up a basketball in LeBron James and the Lakers, and of course Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Oh, and yes, it's a huge game for both teams. It has not been easy this season. There's been highs and lows, but both remain hopeful that they can turn it around, find that consistency, and maybe make some noise this season, Doris.
But for the Lakers, Mike, they're coming off what was their best defensive effort of the season, held the Boston Celtics to 96 points. Can they sustain that effort on the defensive end?
And of course, they've had to change a lot of lineups, both teams. The Lakers, Austin Reeves, Matt Christie, Dorian Finney-Smith getting the start. His first start as a Laker, came off the bench his first 9 games. Rui Hachimura out with a calf injury. Of course, Curry healed. Gary Payton, Andrew Wiggins, and Trace Jackson Davis. They've had a lot of starting lineups, Golden State. 26 different starting lineups as they come in with a 500 record at 22 and 22. And the interesting thing, Doris, even with all the highs and lows for these two teams, they still have a shot at doing something. Perhaps we're being optimistic, but we've seen good basketball. And quite frankly, in the Western Conference, everybody's bunched up.
Aside from Houston and Oklahoma City, which has gotten some separation at the top of the West, Steph Curry said, listen, if we go on a 4 or 5 game streak, then it changes the dynamic for us. I think problematically for them tonight, you think you'd miss Draymond Green more on the defensive end? For a Golden State team that struggles, I think they could miss him more on the off, or 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 on the off. Miss that element.
So Green is missing his 4th consecutive game with a left calf injury. Jonathan Kuminga missing his 11th consecutive game with a right ankle. And again, those are 2 key players. Meanwhile, the Lakers get back one of their walking wounded in Jaron Vanderbilt. Probably won't play big minutes, but will be an excellent addition.